What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Rambo's Corner, and I'm Rambo. And today with Rambo's Reviews, we are going to take a look at Hellblade. Now, this game did receive a lot of early on criticism for the scare of permadeath. For those of you unfamiliar with this, the game at some point tells you that multiple deaths will result in the rot or the death creeping up your arm. Once it reaches the Senua's brain, you would start all over and basically lose your save file. This was actually done by Ninja Theory in order to put your anxiety level at an increased rate going into the game, so that way you actually were placed in the character's shoes. This was never actually an intended outcome of the game. It's just something that was there to help place you with full immersion into the game. Now, people seeing this automatically started tweeting and downplaying the game and calling it out for whatever reasons, and I do feel they were a little bit unfair about it. I do feel that they just seem to be entitled these days, in order that if they pay money for a game, that they are entitled to beat that game. I feel that is just a bad way to look at things. I remember a long time ago, whenever we were younger, we would walk into a store, look at a game, and wonder, am I going to be able to beat this game? It was not always, and never always, I know I'm going to beat this game, I just wonder how long it's going to take. Today's gamers seem just to think that as soon as they purchase the game, they are entitled to the end credits. That is not always the case. So even if there was a permadeath feature, that is not a bad feature. That is just a feature that you aren't good at. That being said, let's go ahead and jump into the review. Now, you play as Senua, a young girl troubled with psychosis fighting through the underworld based in Norse mythology. You're looking to free her long-lost love, Dillion. Throughout her journey, she not only battles different gods, but her own demons as well. She is very troubled by the voices in her head and not sure who or what she can trust, including herself. You will soon begin to understand that this is more than just a journey and the battle for your soul of your long-lost love, but also a journey to vindicate yourself in order to prove once and for all that you are not the cause of what happened to your people. Now, I played this game entirely with my headphones on. I would recommend anyone that plays this to do the same, as the voices in Senua's head are also in your own. It definitely provides a level of immersion that, to my recollection, has not been achieved as of late this gen. Throughout the heavy narrative, you will be put in situations that test Senua's abilities to overcome the doubt inside her head, to overcome an obstacle that was placed there to hinder her progress to protect the gods. The game is heavily dependent on the narrative aspect, with a few sequences where you will fight enemies. During these sequences, you will be challenged not only with just regular combat with enemies, but also with timing as well, as to when to place them in focus in order to take them out of their shadow form. The level at which you encounter these different enemies is very well thought out, as they increase in difficulty and the amount of damage required to defeat them. There are a few puzzle sequences in the game, and I do feel they offer a twist on your average puzzles that I've encountered in most recent games, and provide you with enough clues and hints that completing them are relatively easy. Just don't let the voices inside your head confuse you, and you'll be fine. Now, I feel like this game is a must-play for all those on the fence, and I'd say even those that are looking past it, you definitely need to pick this game up. This game explores mental health in a way few games have ever achieved. It really puts the character right in your hands and in your head. I don't feel that this game is necessarily a game that you can go into great detail with. I think that definitely will ruin the experience overall for the next player. Now, that being said, I do feel that this game must be played and experienced in order to fully grasp the intricacies in which Ninja Theory went in order to tell Senua's story. I do rank this game definitely as one of the greatest games this year, and give it an overall rating of 9 out of 10. I chose the 9 out of 10 simply because I felt the only thing this game was lacking was a chapter select feature for when you beat the game, you can go back and clean up the collectibles that you missed. Other than that, it was a near perfect game for me. I would definitely love to hear your thoughts on the game or the review in the comments down below. And as always guys, keep it gaming.